everyone, welcome to House of Maharrani. Today I'm going to continue on the topic of self-transformation and how self-love is so important when you begin this journey of transforming yourself, your mindset, your perspective, and your life in general. To really hone into the topic of self-love, right? It's really about taking the time to understand what is it that you really need and what makes your heart and your spirit happy. Self-love for me is well-being. You loving yourself so much that your well-being becomes your number one priority. Once you realize the importance of well-being, you realize how you are to be, your well-being is supposed to be your number one priority, because after that everything becomes a choice that revolves around taking care of your well-being, and those choices may not make sense to other people because you're making these choices for your own betterment, and that will obviously pull you away from other people as well, more than other people, because eventually people will understand, people will figure it out. Okay, she's focusing on herself. Not only that, you will start voicing what you are doing to others as well, so eventually other people will come to understand. But I think the feelings of doubt, the feelings of what am I doing, does this even make sense, will come to you. So you will become your it's almost like once you start taking care of yourself and once you start focusing on yourself, like the outside noise will start to die down. But personally for me, that's what I've experienced, is it's more not others, but to you, who will start questioning and doubting yourselves at times, because you're like, because this is new, right? You're finally making choices for yourself, you are listening to yourself. So that, if you have not done it for a long time, that, because it's so new, it becomes at times moments of doubt and these feelings of, this is it yeah. So you will go through these moments of doubt and these feelings of uncertainty in regards to how you're moving forward. But again, self-love will help you come back to the feeling of why it needs to be a priority, why it is important. There'll be times where you will have these feelings of doubt, and that is all right, because you are changing the way you do things. And to go through moments when you are trying something new, to have doubts and to have feelings of uncertainty, that's totally okay. In my experience, that's what self-love does, is it continuously brings you back to why you are doing it, and it brings you back to your intention. Another thing that also helps is, especially when you're going through these moments of doubts and feelings of uncertainty, is to actually sit with those feelings and sit with those doubts, to really understand them, to analyze them, because every feeling that we feel is, it's almost like there is a reason to it. And oftentimes when you dig deep and try to analyze it for what it is, you understand the reasons behind those feelings. And I think it makes you, again, this entire process is really helpful for you to connect with yourself, and that's the goal. And then it turns into a very informed decision, right? Now it's more so to where you are making decisions and choices after you have understood yourself better. And anytime you make decisions based on the connection with yourself, it helps you accept those decisions and actually follow through them. So think through these feelings, feel these emotions, take the time to understand them, because that will help you make the choices and decisions that makes the best sense for you. And this is the process of self-transformation, when you start making decisions and choices based on your connection with yourself, when your answers are based on the questions that you have asked yourself. And I think for a long time, a lot of us often live life consistently looking at others to give us answers, and I think that is where we move towards unhappiness, and oftentimes there is no fulfillment because you're not doing things based on how you want to do it and what you want. Therefore, take this time to connect with yourself, love yourself. The more you make yourself a priority, the more connected you are with yourself, and the more you are connected with yourself, the more you will be connected with the world around you, because then you will be able to be yourself with others as well, and you will realize where you are accepted and where you're not accepted, and where you're not accepted for who you are. Like, do you even want to be in such a place like that? That becomes a process of eliminating places, things, and people in your life that no longer make sense to your life, and that's totally okay, because again, it all comes down to your fulfillment of who you are, and what brings you joy and happiness, because that is what adds to your life. And once you start giving yourself the things that brings you happiness and joy, everything changes. Self-transformation is also realizing the limited time that you have in life, and deciding to, or really making it a mission to live it fully. Now, what does living it fully means is, honestly, that is individual's interpretation. Like, what makes the most sense for your life is what you will incorporate in your life. What works for me, what works for my circumstance, what works for my situation may not work for you, and therefore that determination has to come from within. And in order for you to understand what that means, you have to connect with yourself, you have to look within, you have to figure out and find out what is it that your heart is desiring, what is it that your spirit is calling you to do. And that comes with this perspective towards life. For me, that's what it has been. I want to use my time that I have, however much I have, doing the things that fill my heart. So you have to choose where your time, effort, and energy needs to go. That is what is going to bring you fulfillment. We are consistently asking others, looking at other people's life, and looking at what success means to others, or the definition of success that has been put in our society, and we try to run after it and try to achieve that. And I think personally, for me, it has not brought me any fulfillment. It has not brought me, I'm not content with that. And that is when the decision to look at things differently, to look at life differently, came to me. And I have made it my mission since I started this journey to really connect with myself and live life fully that makes sense to me. It doesn't need to make sense to anybody else, and that's totally fine. As long as it's making sense to me, as long as I'm fulfilled and I am content at the end of the day, thinking about where my time, effort, and energy has gone, that's what matters. That is really what matters. And you have to find that for yourself. And that this exploration, this journey is really a personal quest to find that path, towards your heart, to find your path to connect with yourself, and to really understand what is it that you want, or where is it that you want to put your time, effort, and energy. The journey of self-transformation is also all about forging your own path. You decide what kind of experiences you want to have in life, and try and make those experiences happen for yourself. And I understand that there is a lot that is not in our control. However, your life choices are in your control. You have control over the choices you make for yourself, for the life you want to lead. And really, in any given situation, you always have control over what you choose to do with that particular situation. So it's almost like, transformation is all about respecting yourself and telling yourself that in any given situation, I have control over the choice that I make, and I will do everything in my power to choose what is best for me and the people that I love. And as you make choices that makes the best sense for yourself, you're just a happier person. You can lie to the world, but you cannot lie to yourself. You cannot lie to your heart. And if you're walking around unaligned with your own heart, it it manifests physically as well. Just imagine how your body must feel when you are not aligned with your core, when you're not aligned with your heart. It's like your heart is asking you to do something, but you consistently ignore it because oftentimes because of fear of what other people are going to say. And you have to also realize that when you are making these choices, when you're putting the time, effort, and energy in caring for yourself, in caring for your well-being, when you're giving yourself the love, the next generation is watching us. They're consistently looking up to us for guidance. They are looking up to us for how to build their own path, and we have to practice these lessons, these life lessons, so that we can pass it on to the next generation. And wouldn't we want, just imagine, right? Wouldn't you want to know that your child is content, is fulfilled, is connected with their heart, is loving themselves, is respecting themselves, and really making their well-being a priority? So if you would want that for your child, then you would have to start practicing that in your life. And I tell that to myself all the time as well. Is like, as I speak and as I share my journey, my goal and my mission is always to practice what I preach, to do the things that I'm actually telling you as well, because I really do realize the profound difference that it makes, and it only comes through experience. Therefore I encourage you, I really want to help you see what the journey of self-love, becoming aware of your feelings, your emotions, taking the time, effort, and energy to connect with yourself does to you. And I want you to experience that, hence me coming over here and making this video and really talking to you, because my goal is to empower you. Really take the time to connect with yourself and focus on yourself. With my personal experience, this is what I've realized is you will also find yourself going back to doing things the way you've been doing, right? And that's, again, that is totally all right. Give yourself grace, be kind to yourself, because you are learning. Every new thing at the very beginning is very difficult, and oftentimes you just want to leave it, and it's too difficult. I don't want to continue anymore. But pushing yourself to become this individual where you are I'm done with the excuses, I am going to do the difficult thing because I know it's good for me. That's when the shift happens, because it's almost like you no longer want to accept mediocre from yourself. Human behavior is always, you always expect other people to do better. For us, for example, as humans, specifically in our relationships, we're always expecting, oh, you should change, you should do better, and you should become this and you should become that. But the shift needs to happen to, you need to start looking in the mirror. You need to stop making excuses. You need to bring whatever changes you want to in your life, because you are the only one that is in control of your life. Also, you don't have no control of other people, right? The decision to change has to be internal, and that can only come when, as you start making changes, as you start bringing these different ways of doing things in your life, as you start making decisions and choices consciously in your life, that will be seen by others as well. And as I said before, somebody is always looking up to you. Somebody is always mimicking or taking things from you and learning from you. So make it a priority for yourself to no longer accept mediocre, and also have this, in a way, also take this responsibility specifically for the next generation. The responsibility is really to start incorporating and taking responsibility for yourself, so that you can teach the next generation that it is your responsibility to take care of yourself, and it is your responsibility to make the choices that best align with you. The journey of self-transformation or transforming your life really shows you that your life is yours. It's your kingdom, your queendom. You are the ruler of it, and you make the rules. What rules fit best for your life, you make them. You choose what is acceptable and what is not. Really focus on your heart, learn to listen to yourself. The choices that you are making, the way you are deciding for yourself, that's really not in vain. As I said earlier too, the young generation is looking up to you, and we have to start making these changes in our lives, so that when you change your world, right, when you change your internal world, that change reflects in your external world. And every decisions, every choices that we are making, it is actually also impacting the world as a collective. This journey also makes you realize how a lot of us are consistently stuck in our past. We're consistently thinking about past experiences, and absolutely do think about your past, think about your experiences, but learn from them. Take the lessons and implement them in your present. That's all you need to do when you look at the past. Be nostalgic, think about the memories that you have, but don't be stuck in it, and don't consistently beat yourself for the mistakes that you have done in the past. I mean, we all make mistakes. Life is, none of us came with a pre-written life formula, and we're all figuring out, we're all trying to understand what needs to be done as we move forward. This journey of self-love really gives you the ability to accept yourself, accept your mistakes, accept your strengths, accept your weaknesses, your traits, and moves you away from consistently doubting and criticizing yourself. It helps you to embrace all of your flaws, and really say, as a human, I'm having a human experiences, I'm going through life, and as long as you move forward with acceptance, life just becomes so much more smoother, and you get the opportunity to live it fully. Again, fully will have to be determined by you, what makes the most sense to you. For me, it has become a mission to really take actions and make choices consciously that are positive and adds to my well-being. And this journey of self-transformation, self-love, again, there's so many names for it, self-discovery, is really you taking the conscious decision to connect with yourself. And remember, it is a learning process. This process is going to take you through a lot of ups and downs, but the result that you will get as you are moving through this journey is so fulfilling. It will make you content, and you have to experience that. Yeah, I will continue to emphasize it. I encourage you to experience this journey, this process, because this journey, this learning process is so fulfilling. And as you're going through this journey, you are going to go through moments of doubt and the ups and downs, and there will be moments where you are also going to be like, oh, this is too difficult, I don't want to do this. But give yourself grace, take the time, slow down, think through it. It's okay to take time. We don't have to rush. There is no, we are all heading to the same destination. Therefore, enjoy, take the moments. It's okay to have those moments where you fall down. Pick yourself back up and continue. Make the choice every single day. If you didn't do good yesterday, that's fine. Today is a new day. You wake up today and you decide, I'm going to make, even if it's a small choice that you make for yourself with love and compassion and kindness, that will add to the bucket of this whole experience. I feel like I'm repeating myself again and again, but that's what I want to say. Please take the time to connect with yourself. Once you find this connection, your life experience is going to be so profound. You will realize the blessing that is connection. Once you connect with yourself, once you build this connection, your connection with others, your connection with the world, your connection with the universe, everything is going to shift. It's going to change. It's going to bring you closer to understanding the importance of life, the importance of your choices, the importance of what it means to be yourself, aligned and connected with your heart. So that is what I want to talk about. Self-transformation, self-acceptance, awareness, self-discovery, spiritual awakening, all mixed into one. Okay, the wind is picking up. But yeah, next video is going to be a guided meditation on self-love. I hope you take the time. If you don't know, you don't have to watch this particular meditation. If you do, amazing, that'll be amazing. But yeah, take the time. If you can, even after this video, find a guided meditation on YouTube, on any of the workout platforms that you use, and take a moment to sit down with yourself. Take the time with yourself. Connect with yourself. We're always looking for connections outside, but take the moment to connect with yourself. I promise you, this experience is going to make it so different. It's going to shift your connections with, I'm repeating myself, with others, with the world, with everything around you. So please, please, please take the time to connect with yourself. I hope you find this video helpful. Until next time, take care of yourself, love yourself, be kind and compassionate to yourself. Be the Maharani that you are. Rule your life with love and kindness. Build a world around you so that the next generation can learn from you. And that is a choice you must make for yourself. Until next time, take care. Bye.